The golden egg, once upon a time, in a quaint little village surrounded by rolling green hills and sparkling streams, there lived a humble farmer named Amos and his kind-hearted wife, Lila. They weren't wealthy, but they were content with their simple life. They tended to their farm with care, growing crops and raising a few animals to get by. Among their animals was a remarkable goose named Gilda. One crisp morning, Amos went to the coop to collect the usual eggs. To his astonishment, he discovered an egg unlike any he had ever seen, shimmering, golden, and gleaming in the sunlight. "Lila, Lila, come quickly," Amos called out, his voice a mixture of excitement and disbelief. Lila rushed over, wiping her flour-dusted hands on her apron. "What is it, Amos?" she asked, her eyes widening as they fell upon the glistening egg. Is that real gold?" "It must be," Amos exclaimed, holding the egg delicately in his calloused hands. The couple marveled at their good fortune and decided to take the golden egg to the village jeweler, who confirmed that it was indeed pure gold. From that day on, every morning, Gilda laid one perfect golden egg. The farmer and his wife sold the eggs, and their once modest life became more comfortable. They fixed their old cottage, bought warm clothes for the winter, and even shared their newfound wealth with their neighbors in need. The villagers often said, "Amos and Lila's goose must be magic." But Amos and Lila knew it was more than magic, it was a blessing. Despite their growing fortune, Amos couldn't help but feel a small seed of greed begin to take root in his heart. One night, as the couple sat by the fire, Amos gazed at the golden eggs lined up on the shelf. "Lila," he said slowly, "do you ever wonder, what if Gilda could give us all her golden eggs at once? Why wait a day for each egg when we could be rich beyond our wildest dreams right now?" Lila frowned, her gentle face clouding with doubt. "Amos, isn't what we have enough? Gilda gives us a treasure every single day. Why risk losing such a gift?" But Amos was consumed by the idea. "Think about it, Lila. If we had all the eggs now, we could have everything we've ever wanted. A bigger house, a larger farm, new clothes every season. No more waiting." Lila hesitated, but she didn't want to argue. "If you truly believe it's the right thing to do," she said softly, "then I'll stand by you." The next morning, after Gilda laid her golden egg, Amos approached the goose. Gilda, with her soft white feathers and gentle eyes, looked up at him trustingly. Amos took a deep breath, steeling himself for what he was about to do. Lila watched from the doorway, wringing her hands nervously. Amos raised his knife and, with a heavy heart, ended Gilda's life. The barn fell silent, save for the rustling of hay in the morning breeze. Amos and Lila carefully opened the goose, expecting to find a treasure trove of golden eggs inside. But there were no golden eggs, only blood and feathers. Gilda was gone, and with her, the magic that had brought so much joy to their lives. Amos and Lila stared at each other in stunned silence. The weight of what they had done sank in like a stone. "What have we done?" Lila whispered, tears streaming down her face. "We had everything we needed, Amos. Everything." Amos dropped to his knees, his hands trembling. "I was a fool," he said, his voice breaking. "I let greed blind me. Gilda trusted us, and we betrayed her." Without the golden eggs, their life slowly returned to how it had been before. Only this time, it felt emptier. They had lost not only their treasure, but also the joy and gratitude that had once filled their hearts. The neighbors, once eager to share in their good fortune, now looked at them with pity and disappointment. Over time, Amos and Lila rebuilt their life, but they never forgot the lesson they had learned. Every time Amos saw the empty coop, he remembered Gilda and the happiness she had brought them. From that day on, he vowed never to let greed cloud his judgment again. The villagers often spoke of the farmer and his goose, sharing the story with their children as a cautionary tale. And though Amos and Lila could never undo their mistake, they made it their mission to help others see the value of what they already had.